Hello everyone, so it's Sean from Puffer Fitness and I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Ben the Bane Davis. How are you doing, mate?
I'm fantastic, brother. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What made you fall in love with combat sports as a whole, and what fighting style do you like the most?
It's a good question. So my beginning with combat sports was my sophomore year of high school. I'd never really been a sports fan. Obviously, in the States, we've got football, basketball, baseball, but I just didn't love watching them. I grew up doing theater, I was doing improv, I was drumming. I was much more creatively engineered in sports, athletics. I just didn't gravitate towards. But my sophomore year of high school, my best friend at the time was like, "Yo, you've got to come to this Buffalo Wild Wings. You have to watch this UFC event." And I was like, "Robbie, that's a weird pitch, but sure, I'll be there." And so I show up to this Buffalo Wild Wings, and it's the most threatening crowd of people I've ever seen. It's just like a biker gang. It's a lot of leather, it's a lot of beards, and I felt incredibly out of my depth. But they were the nicest fucking people, you know. And what really grabbed me was how in tune people were with what was going on the screen, right? Whenever a knockout occurred or a knockdown, any sort of big combo, there'd be a big reaction. And I just kind of felt like that built this electric energy at the Buffalo Wild Wings that I totally had fun tapping into. And that was actually Daniel Cormier and John Jones too. So that main event, John Jones head kicks DC and gets the TKO. Bro, people were going crazy. And I just from that point forward was like, yeah, this is a demographic, a vibe that I would like to experience more often. So from that point forward, I think that was about 2017, mid 2017. I just really fell in love with it. And in terms of styles, I mean, listen, I like boxing. I like strikers. I like people that swing leather. You know, that's pretty much what I gravitate towards.
That's brilliant. I can't believe it was Daniel Cormier. I'm jealous.
Yeah, yeah. I
He's
mean,
my
it was
favourite
a tough.
fighter.
Oh, he's amazing. It was a tough night for him, you know, and kind of a bad introduction. Everyone's like, this guy's, obviously he went on to become a double champ from that moment, but me seeing him get head kicked into oblivion, I was like, who's this guy?
Yeah, we won't talk
But
about that. uh, I fell in love with Daniel Cormier when Mike Bisping lost to Dan Henderson.
Mm.
I hated Dan Henderson, and then when Daniel Cormier beat him, I was like, I like you, and I followed
Oh,
him
and
ever
he
since.
and he ragdolled him. I mean, DC put the business on Dan Henderson that fight.
He did, yeah. Brilliant answer. So my next one is a fight that you still think about to this day. So mine is Daniel Cormier versus Stipe 1. We'll forget about the other
Mm.
two.
Of course, yeah, yeah. Wipe away the trilogy. The first fight's the one that matters most for the DC fans.
Yeah.
Um, that's a good question. It's a difficult one to answer as a viewer. You know, fights that I've watched or been to. One that sticks with me in more of a negative manner is when my buddy Billy Quarantillo fought Edson Barboza. That was the co-main event of UFC Kansas City. Last year was a huge opportunity for Billy. Second time that he's gotten a top 15 opponent. Came up short against Shane Burgos the first time. He got sniffed the rankings, built himself back, and I was there, front row, so excited for him. I believed he was going to be able to beat Edson, and then he got kneed in the fucking first round. And it was awful. It sucked. I just wanted it so bad for him, and obviously, it was worse for him. But yeah, like that's always stuck with me, because it was the first round was going tough, and then just boom, he's out cold, and I'm just there front row, devastated. So, yeah, that one sticks with me.
Okay, yeah. Um, so this one is if I could wave a magic wand right now and make two fighters, past or present, fight each other, or just two from the past who never fought each other, any come to mind?
I think that if I was going to mythical matchmake at this moment, I would probably take Prime John Jones and slot him up against Tom Aspinall. Obviously, Prime John Jones was at 205, not 265. We'll just wipe that and make it size parity. But I need to see that fight. I need to see that fight. And I know that when it happens at this present moment, Tom Aspinall is in all likelihood going to beat him. I have strong faith in that, but many fans are going to discredit it because John's 38. He had the pec tear, last year, and this is the twilight of his career. This doesn't mean anything. When Tom Aspinall wipes the floor with John Jones, it doesn't mean anything. And so I wish I could erase that and put best versus best version of both fighters, and then truly see, which one's better. And I think that's a significantly closer fight and harder to predict. The best version of John Jones um, did beat like the best people on the planet, right? So it's hard to say that Tom would wipe that version of him, but that would probably be what I think I would select at this moment in time.
Brilliant answer, to be honest. The thing what is a bit annoying is John. Obviously, when he fought Daniel Cormier, he was 9 years younger than Daniel Cormier, and he won't fight
Yeah.
a guy who's 5 years younger than him.
Well, and what's also weird is when you look at the beginning of John Jones' career as well, he was, I think, 6-0, 7-0 in the UFC before he got that shot against Shogun Hua, which was, I believe, a short notice replacement. I think that there was a fight that fell apart and then John stepped in. But looking at what Tom's done, it's very, very similar in terms of success, and John's not wanting to extend that olive branch and give him a shot. So I don't know. It's a bit hypocritical, double standardy from John Jones, and agreed. I think every day that he doesn't defend the title against Tom Aspinall, he weakens the legacy in significant fashion.
Have you ever watched Game of Thrones?
I have watched Game of Thrones. Yes, I was a big fan of Game of Thrones back in the day. Yeah.
So if say you was Jon Snow and you had to take
Oh God.
6 of your the best, like say MMA artists over the wall to fight the White Walkers, who would you take with you?
Oh, this is a great question. If I was going to build my dream team to defeat the undead White Walkers, well, let's bring Tom Aspinall in there, right? He's very well rounded. I think that size is going to be helpful. I'm gonna go with Cyril Gahn. Listen, I'm going to heavyweights. I think the top heavyweights are probably going to be who I want aside by my side, because if I'm bringing in bantamweights, they're just going to get fucking destroyed. So I need the upper echelons. So let's go Tom Aspinall. We'll go Cyril Gahn. We'll go Curtis Blades. We'll bring Tai Tuivasa because he'd be a good time. And then I get one more person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring Sean Strickland, but only so that he dies and gets taken out. We'll let Sean spearhead it, go first, see what Sean can do, and then when he finds his demise, then we'll really try and attack.
Yeah. Well, mine was quite similar, but I was gonna throw a Mighty Mouse or a prime Dominic Cruz in just for the pure energy. You know what I mean?
Listen, I respect the skill set. Obviously, those two guys are way more diverse than anyone that I've selected. But the problem is they're fucking tiny.
Yeah.
They're tiny. This is a battle against an
They could
undead
be
army.
bait.
I can't. Well, I guess they could be big, yeah. Sorry, I mean, listen, Mighty Mouse has played tons of, Dark Souls and Elden Ring, so maybe he's got some strategy up his sleeve. Dominic Cruz, I don't think that footwork is going to beat the Night King.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it, really. Thank you.
I love it. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care.